It stinks in here like burning rubber. There's a good reason. Let me turn the fan on for a second. Let me vent this place out. So, yeah, in my infinite knowledge and wisdom of stupid stuff, I burned the little gasket. This device goes like this. And where I welded it, yeah. It's great, buddy. All I had to do was unscrew it. I could have just unscrewed it. Makes me want to kick myself right in the nuts for myself. Okay. See how well old JB Weld works out here. Kind of happy to have that air horn in my truck. That'd be kind of cool. So I kind of glurped it on there. Yeah, I got a little on the head bolts, but if I ever need to pull the head on this thing, I can dig those out. They're pretty easily accessible. I used a silicone gasket maker made by Mitsubishi. This is good stuff. Yeah, so this is what a mechanic friend of mine recommended I use on a timing chain cover on the Suburban, and I'm not exaggerating when I say it was 12 or 13 years ago that he gave me this tube, and I used it on the timing chain cover of the Suburban without even pulling it apart. I got up under there with brake clean. I didn't want to pull the front of the motor off. It was just the engine off. It was just a very small section on the bottom of the timing chain cover that was dripping, and it was kind of irritating. And he says, get under there with brake clean and you know, spray it down real good, and then a little of this between the block and the timing chain cover where it's leaking. He says this stuff will stick to anything. And does that mean it's 1997? Well, that could be the year. 07, 97, I don't know. Anyway, that sounds about right. It was 12, 13 years ago, and it still doesn't leak. Still doesn't leak. So I have no doubt that this will seal up nicely. Hopefully the JB Weld is held really nicely here. We'll find out. I don't know. I threw a little on the end of my nailer. I kind of overdid it because I know I'm going to have to shave it down to fit this guide slide, this slide guide that clips to the front of the device here to guide the piston. Has to fit flush up on here. So I'm just going to leave it be, and then I'm going to shape it how it needs to be shaped. But I'm hoping that works too, because I like this old Porter cable. It's a decent. Oh, I got epoxy on my hands. It's a decent nailer. It's a decent machine, and we'll see. We'll see how this compressor holds. I'm going to give this. It says 24 hours to achieve full purification. Today's Sunday, so it may be a couple days before I can get back in here. Anyway, I'm not touching anything. I've always got a tendency to rush things, and that's never to my benefit. I'm very impatient, so I'm just going to close the shed here and walk away from this for a couple days, and then we'll see. But I don't know. I don't know if this JB Weld will hold it. It's going to have to maintain some vibration there, and although this thing runs pretty smooth, it still has vibration, and it's going to maintain about 130 pounds of pressure. Oh, we'll see. We'll see how old JB Weld holds. So there you go. We'll give you an update midweek. I'll pressurize this thing. I'll put a cap on here. I've got a cap, and I'll put a cap on it, hook up 12 volts to it, and see what happens. All right, thanks for watching. See you.